What's up, golfers? Welcome back for another PGA Tour 2K21 video. Today we are covering everything shot shaping. First, we're going to hit the range, then we're going to hit the holes. I hope you find this helpful. Let's get after it. Okay, so we are on the range. As you can see, this is on the pro difficulty setting. To access the shot shaping menu, you just hold left bumper, and it's going to pull up options for you to actually start moving the shape up and down, left and right, as well as increasing or decreasing loft. So when we get into this, very simply, as you're holding left bumper, if you want to play a fade and move the ball from left to right, you just simply move the left stick to the left, you go back and hit a shot, and it's pretty simple. Vice versa goes for if you're trying to hit more of a draw or a hook, depending on the situation. This is the simple way to actually go into and play shots around trees, get out of bunkers, add spin by increasing the loft or decreasing the loft, which is more of a punch shot. But this could be a very helpful tool as you're out on the course, depending on the situation that you get in. Maybe you need to hit a draw around a tree. This is something that really is going to allow you to start getting more balls either up to the green or on the green. Say you hit off into the rough. This I can find to be very helpful. As we get out to the course, we're going to talk a little bit about wind and how this actually affects the wind, the distance the ball goes, and how to play it with or into the wind. All right, here's an extreme condition where we're behind a tree trying to attack a pin. It's really not a good situation to be in, but shot shaping can allow us to put ourselves in a position to score. So in this situation, what we're going to do is we're going to put the left stick all the way to the right as far as we can. We're going to see if we can get some spin on this. Now, as we look at the green, obviously we're in a pretty decent amount of rough, 77 to 84% heavy rough. Plus, a factor I want to discuss is the wind. Now, given that the wind is right to left and we're going to be playing a draw around this tree, that should give us some distance on our shot. Anytime you're shaping the ball with the direction of the wind, you're going to find that you're going to end up getting more distance than what you normally would, and you want to keep that in mind. Vice versa goes for if you're shot shaping against the direction of the wind. I found that to be actually quite helpful attacking greens with a wind that is directly across it, really allowing to cut down on the overall effect that the wind has. So in this shot, we're going to do our best to get it around this tree, get it on the green, take it with the wind, and allow us to eventually score. So the same goes for if you're trying to hit a fade. Here's a different example. We're behind a tree. We want to get out to the fairway. And by playing a fade, that's going to allow us to work our way around the left side of this tree without it being too much of an issue. The lie is pretty flat, but in this situation, I'm going to exaggerate this and go a little bit more for you guys to actually see the shape of the ball. And we'll try to put this back in the fairway. All right, our next example, here we are 125 yards out from the pin. It's downhill. Again, we've got left to right wind at 10 miles an hour. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to play a fade around this tree, and we're going to add loft to this. Now, given that this is in the rough 85 to 92%, we're going to aim it a little bit further, but the wind, we don't want to go too far because the wind, by playing a fade around this tree, the wind's actually going to help us. And we're going to try to get this up in the air and allow us to carry us over to the green. All right, we're heading right at the pin. It's probably not going to stick, but it did allow us to get around that tree, around that obstacle, and now in a position where we can make a putt and move on to the next hole. Lastly, the other thing that I've heard people talk about is how there isn't a punch shot in this game. Well, what you can do is use the shot shaping to essentially give yourself a punch shot. And how we're going to do that, right now, we've got 139 yards to the pin. We're behind this tree. We don't really have a normal shot that we can attack this. So we're going to go up to a 5-iron. And by pushing the left stick all the way forward, that actually brings the shot down as you're attacking it, as well as the lie angle. If we actually, or the loft angle, excuse me, if we actually push the right stick all the way forward, that brings it down as well. If we add a little bit of a fade to this, this should at least give us a chance to get out to the green, punch it forward, and get us in a position again where we're back at attacking the pin. So it came out a little bit to the left, but that's basically 2K's version of a punch shot. Is if you push the left and the right stick all the way forward, that'll allow you to start getting out of those situations where you're in the bushes or behind the trees. I found that to be really helpful. All right, that is going to conclude our first video on shot shaping. Be sure to tune in next week. We are going to go into shot shaping as with regards to spin. If you do have any questions on this, feel free to leave a comment. Also, if you want to ask questions live, I do stream Monday through Friday mornings on Twitch at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's twitch.tv/jagged_lion. I'm always happy to answer questions, but we have our morning tee off with Richard Longshank. We're just having fun, hanging out, so feel free to tune in, and hopefully I'll see you next week.